Well, hello everybody. The reason for this music, get off, there we go. The reason for this music, before we start the news, and welcome to the news again. Nice to be with you again. Before we start, today is a momentous day in the history of the NPF. Today is our God, our leader, Mr. Team Dobbs' birthday. 53 years ago today he was born. So we're going to just wish him all the best to start with. Happy birthday, boss. And we've got a couple of cards here that we're going to read, just like in the spirit of a wedding. This is the first card, champagne. It says, congratulations on your 53rd birthday, you fucking luckbox. Love, Scout Leader Roscoe. We'll be playing with the Cubs, I think. We have another one here. It says, it's hard to read this one. I thought I would clag some words doon just to say you're a reet cock. Love quite. Let's have a look what's inside. Wow. No wonder Sandy's always smiling. Right, anyway, that's the fun out of the way. Let's get on to the news. Last Friday saw the G's second attempt at guaranteeing £3,000 for 110 runners in the pot. Unfortunately, fell quite just short, 106 runners, but a great game and a great final table for the NPF. Brick on the River, Ponker, Chipmunk, Bob the Gob, Mug Punt and Loose Man, all on the final table, all NPF members. Finally got down to a heads-up battle between Ponker, Poncer, however you want to say that, Wendy, and James Howard, Brick on the River. James Howard won, I think it was about £600 first prize, and Wendy came second for about £430. She was overly excited because that was her biggest cash that she's ever had playing live poker. So well done, Wendy. Congratulations, very proud of you, and enjoyed your company at Mr. Foggo's barbecue on the Saturday night, even though you can't hum. So well done, well done. From that Friday game, this week has produced some bidding wars on the forum. We've had Aspers come on to say they're guaranteeing all their pots at £3,000 on a Friday night. Fantastic. Great effort by Aspers. Which then prompted the G to come back with a counter offer that they will guarantee their pots at £3,000 for 110 runners, but if they get 140 runners, they'll guarantee their pots at £4,000. Now, 140 runners is about the maximum the card room can hold. At £20 freezer, that's £2,800. That means they're willing to add £1,200 into the pot just to make sure they get the numbers. Will they get it, or will they not get it? Who knows? However, you cannot knock them for trying. You can't knock Aspers for trying either. And with this, Circus decided not to throw their hat in the bidding wars on a Friday night, but decided instead to boost the Tuesday game. Obviously, the first Tuesday of the month is always a great game there anyway. But they've then guaranteed every other Tuesday event at £2,000 for 50 runners and £4,000 for 100 runners on a Tuesday. Wow. I mean, this is great news for all the poker players in Newcastle. What more could you ask for playing in tournaments where they're guaranteeing an overlay every tournament? Make sure that you all of you, take advantage of this and pick one of these games and go play in them and boost the numbers up and choose which one's your favourite. We're not here to say go here, go there. You decide which ones you want to play in and give them the support because they deserve it, because they're trying. So good luck to everybody. And with that, we'll move on to Saturday. Asper's £75 game. Now, the last game, the £75 game, got about 80 odd runners, 89 runners, I think. I think it was the first item on the first news that we did. Fantastic turnout. Let's hope they get the same again. I think there's going to be a few players short this week because there is the Teesside game coming up on Saturday as well, which for all of you that don't know is the Coral British Poker Masters Tour. They had a little break for about 6 weeks. Now they're back at Teesside. I think they've capped it at 110 runners, which is slightly strange, but I think the casino holds a bit more. But the 110 runners, £500 main event, which starts on Saturday. It's a 2-day event, played Saturday and Sunday. And as we stand, we have about 6 or 7 members going down there playing it. Team Dobbs went down on Wednesday, won a seat in a satellite. I think it was a £50 freeze-out satellite. No, it was a £25 freeze-out satellite. And he won a seat, so congratulations to Team Dobbs. As Roscoe says in his card, he really does run like God. But also down there playing this weekend is going to be Full Tillet, Mark Trett, Roscoe, Mad as a Wasp, Juicy Oranges, Soaps and Two Cats. And I've heard on the grapevine that there's going to be at least 5 or 6 others going down just to rail and possibly get in if they can. I think it'll be sold out. I don't think you'll be able to get in on the day. I think if you haven't paid in by now, I don't think you'll get in. You might get on as an alternate list. But if you aren't doing anything, the casino at Teesside is lovely. Absolutely lovely. It's one of the best casinos you'll go into. The area, take a gas mask if you go outside. But the casino's great, so, you know, if you're stuck at a loose end, go down and rail the boys, because I'm pretty sure that one of them's going to run deep. You want my little tip for this weekend? Mad as a Wasp. He's going to go deep in this one. He railed me. Hey! I can't do that. Someone behind the camera's doing that, like, but that's not on. Mad as a Wasp railed me at Leeds and I went deep. I think he's going to go deep this time. Right, moving on. Online, Scott's told me he's setting the next NPF deep stack on William Hill up, the $30 one, which got a great turnout last time, for the 10th of August. My brain doesn't work too quickly, but I think that's probably 2 weeks from now, maybe 3 at the most. But it'll be on the Monday again, same scenario, so look out for that one on William Hill. And in the meantime, we had a slight change of plan. We were going to do the $5 ones on William Hill, but we decided, just to appease a couple of moaning old piss-stained radgies, that we would keep the Stars game on, because that's their only chance of ever getting any little bit of glory because of where they were at the start. So we've kept that on. We're coming up to the end of the 3rd quarter of Smoggy's unofficial league, and it's quite close. And I think this league, this quarter, is going to be either taken down by myself, Mr. Card Guard, or Mrs. Card Guard. Can't really see any other challenges for that one, just them two. So that's Monday night, 8:30. Come on and watch the radgies get owned again. Moving on to on about owning radgies. Last night, we decided to venture out and try out this pub poker. Myself, Mr. Entertainment, Mrs. Entertainment, Sam J decided to go to the Jolly Miller in Lowfell, which is where Mr. Coit holds his weekly pub game. Been on the forum, he's posted up about the game, and everyone's welcome. I went last week, it was a great game. I think I finished 5th last week. I went this week, and just to let you all know, woo, me and Mr. Foggo decided to split it, and we let Wendy Ponser join in on the split, even though we would have just ripped her apart in like 4 hands anyway. So it was a totally Dobber-owned domination, but in all seriousness, great game. I think there was about 25, 26 players altogether. Great place to play poker. The landlord Lee, fantastic guy, makes you feel very welcome, puts a great spread on at the break. Proper laugh. You find the structure a bit amusing, because just to give you an example, it goes 500 and 1,000 blinds. The next level, 1,000 and 2,000 blinds with a 500 ante, and the level after that is 2,000, 4,000 blinds and 1,000 ante. So it goes pretty rapid to make sure it's finished for when the pub closes. But a great crack. Great bunch of guys that get in there. Some are on the forum, some are not. They're all fantastic guys. And if you get a chance, get down to the Jolly Miller, give the pub game a chance. Because although the standard isn't that good, but what do you expect when it's mostly radgies that play anyway? But it's a great night. It's a good evening. It's a great evening out. We'll be going there again next week, and I'm sure a few of you give it a try. You'll have a good laugh. If there's anybody out there that's watching, that runs a pub game or knows of a pub game that wants it given a mention and given a boost, send an email to news@Newcastle Poker Forum, the email address what comes up at the end of the news, and we'll make sure we give you a mention and give you a boost for your game. Because we like to see poker played everywhere, not just in the casinos, pubs and everywhere. And I think probably the Jolly Miller gets more runners on a Thursday than Grosvenor anyway. The prize pool's definitely bigger, because it's a £5 rebuy and it's a proper shove fest. My kind of game.